Happening, guys? Riley here. Wanted to give a quick life update on things going on. I appreciate anyone watching this channel that wants Section 8 information, good and the bad. I'm giving it to you. I'm going to share my whole journey, so stick with me. Promise it'll turn out to be worth it. A lot of things have been changing in my life personally recently. I know I said I was going to get into wholesaling, and I did. I got into wholesaling. It turned out to be awesome. Great information. It's invaluable. Like, I truly recommend people get into wholesaling, kind of learn the ins and outs and just how people are mass buying these properties and getting into this stuff, finding buyers and sellers and off-market deals and calling these homeowners and dealing with them. There's so much to learn about your market, about the industry in general. Anyways, besides the point, my whole goal here with this business model is to get a cash flowing business, use the cash flow from that business to go buy more Section 8 rentals. Once I have Section 8 rentals, I can then refinance those Section 8 rentals and go buy more of them. And then the final step in this, once you have a proven concept, is to raise OPM, other people's money, financing, banks' money, hard money, you name it. You're raising money to scale your portfolio. Things are kind of going slow and fast in my journey right now. It's taken a little while to rent my Section 8 properties. None of them have hit that 90-day mark yet where things are kind of sitting for a while. Some are at like 70, some are at 30, and others at like 15 or 20 days. So they're getting up there. We're kind of making some minor tweaks to photos and listings and things like that to get these rented. We're getting traction, getting them listed more places. So that's a good learning experience. Another great reason why you need to plan for the longer time frame, so you can budget things in like this, so you can let your houses sit vacant a little bit longer if need be. It doesn't mean the system doesn't work, doesn't mean it's broken, doesn't mean you're unlucky. It just means that you need to make future tweaks to the properties that you do buy, which is fine. I did mention these in other videos if you want those reasons, but I'll continue on. So on the opposite spectrum, other people's money is becoming easier and easier to obtain. Things are moving very fast in that regard. I have friends already reaching out to me that want to invest in this business. They haven't even seen results on my end yet, but they're really interested in putting their money somewhere safe and secure. Now, I was planning on something like this to happen, just maybe not this soon. It's really good that I got into wholesaling because now I can give people projected numbers and financials and underwrite a really good property. Now I just need to be responsible with their money and their investments and their return on investments. Now, whether an investor wants to be hands-on or hands-off is their choice. I can teach them how to manage the properties, or I can manage the properties for them in exchange for equity and cash flow. So in this case, the investor is likely going to want to be hands-off, which is fine with me because I would just be acquiring cash flowing properties, micromanaging things, and setting up property management and subcontractors. Simultaneously, I'll be growing my own portfolio as well alongside the investor's portfolio, which will in turn get me a lot better at analyzing cash flowing deals in the Birmingham market. Now you can kind of see where I'm going with this and how you can scale your portfolio pretty quick if you know what you're doing. In other words, things are probably going to get pretty interesting. It hasn't even been a year yet, which is pretty crazy to think. So stick along for the journey if you want to see more Section 8 content and see what I'm going through, see all the pain points. Ask me any questions. I'll make videos on whatever you guys want. Feel free to leave a comment.